Hay for breakfast, sun for noon. Stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune. Backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly. fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Inkle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, with sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big bugger falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
Donkey, the cookie muncher.
cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops. Eat the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hello, guys. We have packed Mathura to make it back for the millionth time to the bunny room. Oh, I've done it. I've made it back to the bunny room, guys. Yay! Okay, how is everyone? Let me grab my other phone. Okay, it's sitting over here. What is going on? Hugh and Mod, my main man Mod, as I like to call him. Kitten Giant Star, Triple R Ranch Dressing Smoothie K-Dog, aka the Mustard Queen, in the house. She's not quiet as a mouse. And she growls, mouse, Allison Krauss. She sings as sweet as Allison Krauss. She sure does. With some Aretha thrown in there. Keeks Majeeks, the K-Dog. Mikey, wow. Oh, thank you for being awake and on the stream in a very different time zone. This is, whoa. He's basically sleeping because it's in the middle of the night. It is epic that you're here. Now waiting the presents. of the wonderful Captain Kira, Queen of the Bunz. Oh, I wonderful is really that's a new one. Is that a new one? The fact that you can keep every day keep coming up with like the fact that there is a new one that you can come up with is amazing. Because you guys, we are on day 430 of these nightly streams. Hi, Keeks Majikster Kate out. How is your day going today? And how's everyone else's day going? Litter dog. He is, and you can see that he has disassembled part of his cute little baby blue bath mat. Did you do that? Did you take apart your bath mat? Are you a bunny? And so you like to take apart textiles? I think that's the truth. Oh, did someone with lipstick kiss you? Oh goodness, look at this. Both my boys are right here, the brothers. These two are brothers. They don't necessarily get along all the time, but they bros. That happens with brothers. It does, right? Right, guys? It happens. And sometimes you guys snuggle through the enclosure, but you have your boundaries, and then, you know, and sometimes one of you tries to bite each other's faces off. Oh, is that true, Snaggle Snout, little gray? That occasionally you get along, and then occasionally you try to rip each other's faces off. Okay, look at him. He little want the kale. Oh, wee! Look at Donkey. Donkey, you're ready for your kale, but why don't we not eat in the litter box? Here you go, baby. Let's eat it over there. Oh, there's your kale, Donkey. There's your kale. Oh, Winch. Here you go, baby. Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R, you are always so considerate to ask me how my day is going. My day, got all the chatting with everyone. Everyone's so friendly. Senor Bandonkadonk. Doing good, Christy. How are you? Me is not good. Sending good vibes. Oh, Captain Morgan, he is back. He is back in the chat. Mr. Juice Cadlaroon. I know who you are, Mr. Juice Cadlaroon. Let me do this. Oh, Donkey, go over here, sweetie. Here for a second. These guys. But my day has been very good because, well, I went to church, awesome church service, and some people as always, and um, and I did hear from my other church, Sister Stephanie, whom I love very much. She is recovering from a very serious broken ankle that has been very painful, and she is struggling with that. But it was very nice to hear from her. I should have been the one checking in on her. Um, but yeah, so I had a wonderful phone conversation with my mom, who is doing all kinds of work by herself. She is doing some major stuff. She is making real estate contracts and organizing all kinds of stuff. And she sounded vibrant and full of energy and work. And then I filled one of my cars with gas with a gas can, drove it up and down my little road because it's been having some issues, and I feel confident I can make it to the gas station now in that car. I got put new license plate on one of my cars, got my new sticker registration put on the other one. Put the bunnies outside, cleaned the bunny enclosure, made an awesome stir fry for myself. Fried tofu with hot chili pepper flakes, some roasted jalapeno peanut tossed in there, carrots. What's the camera, Teeny? That was you. Thank you, Teeny. But yeah, I was running around all day long. I just kept going and going and going, and I am thankful that I had a weekend this weekend without terrible pain. backaches and headaches and sinus things and all that. So I actually made some progress. I felt like that, you got to get the stuff done, right? You got to do all your stuff. And yeah, had some really nice phone conversations today with my mother and other people. And got to eat my lunch outside, which is like one of my favorite things of all times to do. But yeah, used some tools, used gas cans, and spilled gas on myself. And why not on Juice account? Josh, Captain Morgan. I know we had beef a couple months back, but I'd like to squash it and move forward. Mad respect for you seeking help to better yourself. Life's too short for grudges, my guy. Yeah, Hulamal, I heard that he had a really long. Okay, I think I need to clean my lens again. He had a long explanation about like getting help and really doing a deep dive to see what was going on with him and his mental health. So I do have mad respect for that. I really do. It's one thing to be in a really difficult mental space, but it's another thing to realize that and then do something about it. Like that's a lot of work, and it's like a lot of mental energy, emotional energy, physical too, maybe. Me too, human mall wasn't mentally or physically healthy. I'm working on fixing this. Yeah, because I know you've been working on your physical health too. So that's wonderful. It's really because you do both really make a big difference. But so then it makes it like extra work because you're trying to make a good positive shift in all in like every realm. Although they're all interconnected. They really truly are. I mean, it's not like our physical is not tied to our emotional and spiritual and mental, which is maybe like the more logical part of our brain. Who is bopping me back here? Hi. Hi. Peanut. Hi. But how was everyone else's day? I want to hear about how everyone else's day has been and what they did and what they ate and how is everyone, Um, Kristen, yeah, I know what happened with your day. I remember, but you can tell people in the chat if you want, but I remember what you had bagels? Chris, oh, I can't be trusted around a bag of bagels, Kristen. Woody Woodland Loops, it's been a little while. Senor Loopy Loop. Uh, Mr. Woody Woodland Loops. I'm gonna have to repeat this because Mr. Woody Woodland Loops made an awesome like Thai peanut curry sauce the other day and like he was like freezing portions of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, another dose of mad respect for that kind of cooking project. But Mr. Woody Woodland Loops, I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I fried tofu and I kind of fried it like on a big cookie sheet, and then I cooked that for a while, and then eventually I added some chopped carrots, red pepper and green pepper. Okay, and then I wait, is that everything? Oh, and then some jalapeno roasted peanuts, and I let that get cooked some more in the oven, all in the oven, on this big cookie sheet, and then I made like a sweet and sour spicy teriyaki sauce. Okay, and then I threw all this cooked food from the cookie sheet into the sauce. So the sauce never got like cooked really, but I tossed everything in this big bowl. It was so delicioso. Fue muy delicioso. And yeah, I was very impressed that we could do that. And I thought you would appreciate that. Um, I'm getting Facebook messages popping through my phone in front of my camera feed. Okay. My friend who lives around the corner from me, and in fact, ooh, I wonder if she ever wants to be on the stream. She's never been on the stream. I'll eventually get all my friends and neighbors onto the stream. Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R, we still need to get you on here. I don't want to go to school tomorrow. Oh gosh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But however, Kristen, I will say the one thing that used to draw me to school, okay, well, there were two things. I mean, one was that I got to take choir, I was in the chorus, and I like, again, I've talked about how I love gym class because I'm very athletic, kind of a hyperspaz, but the other thing was I did have a few friends in school, and it was an excuse to like hang out with them at lunch and gym class, and you know what I mean? Like I did have some friends. So I hope that this year in high school you can find some of your people. Because once that happens, you only need one or two friends. I mean, but if you can just find a couple people that you can sit and have lunch with, that's really all you need. Just your little group to sit and have lunch with, so you don't have to sit alone. Um and I know this sounds cheesy, but oh my gosh, being able to learn stuff. I mean, I don't know if I don't think you have a history. Do you have a history class this semester? I mean, who doesn't like to learn about history? And you're taking science, you're taking that chemistry and physics class, combined physics class. I mean, I love that stuff. I'm a science geek, right, Donkers? Right, Mr. Bundonkadonk? Um, has the rabbit castle? I'll show you. Juice Cadleroon, great question. Great question. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. I picked up the bunny castle from Jack not too long ago, and the bunnies really love it. They love to hide in there, and they've now just started going up the ramp and peeking out from the turret. And we got all of Jack's cool stickers. And Josh, I'll show you. The lighting is so great in the closet. I just stepped on a head of lettuce. Nice. See if I can get this, but Jack's girlfriend Kat made this for Jack and for Dinky, but yeah, I love you a waffle lot. Pretty cute. But yeah, that is her little homemade cross stitch, and yeah, they love the bunny castle. And anytime I try to get them to go outside and I need to move the rabbits and pick them up, they hide in the bunny castles. I mean, really, it's supposed to be one castle, but because I have different enclosures, I did not put it all together. And I have all the other components. And Jack was like, asked me the other day, he's like, so do you know how to set up the bunny castle? And I was like, yeah, no. But for now, they're enjoying it. But I do think I will try to set it up, and it might be really fun to maybe put the whole thing for Donkey, maybe like down in the living room or something, because it'll be. I mean, it could fit in his enclosure, but yeah, it might be kind of fun for King Donk to have like the entire castle because it's cute. It has like a little slot for a food dish. I mean, it's just super cool. When Jack was describing it to me, at first I thought he had gotten the bunny castle from Small Pet Select because I looked into that one too. And it's made for like really small rabbits. But he has something that I think he got from like South Korea, and it's like really unique. Like he's the only person I've ever seen have a bunny castle like that. So I think he went to a lot of effort and money to procure that castle for his dinkers. And so I'm really super thankful, super touched. I'm like honored to have it. I mean, I always loved watching, seeing the castle on the Waffle Phone live streams. And of course, you guys If you've known me for a while, you know I have adored Dinky. And that's what got me watching Waffle Pone was Dinky because I spotted Dinky and I was like, what kind of a live streaming gamer has an adorable rabbit like right in his room living with him? And I just was fascinated and captivated by Dinky. And then if you guys, I now remember it with Tim Leonard that pretty much gave this guy his name is Donkey after kind of because he looked like Dinky. He looks kind of like Dinky, and so we chose a name that was kind of cute and like Dinky's name, but also he does kind of look like a big white donkey with big old donkey ears. Oh wow, big old yeah, he got the big old ears. But what else? What news, chat? What news? That sounds like I feel I'm like speaking in Shakespearean all of a sudden. It's like, what news? Oh boy, I just clicked on another stream. That sounds really good. Oh, my food that I made, and I like that the recipe involved a cookie sheet. Uh-oh, don't talk to me about cookies. I still haven't bought cookies for the babies. Hi, whoop-de whoops. Oh, woody whoops. Woody whoops. But yeah, Rabbit Cast is cool. You don't like your friends? Yeah, you were telling me, I'm not gonna elaborate, Kristen, on the chat, but you were telling me that one of your friends is pretty problematic, and I don't like that. I don't like what you told me at all about one of your friends. So, yep, you need some new friends, girl. You can do it. You're really fun and you're very gregarious and friendly and you're not exactly shy. Um so I am like Kristen, I am heartbroken in a way that you are not in the chorus in your I know what high school you go to, your big old high school. The other thing is that I know there is a almost famous jazz band that you know, is part of your school. And why can't you sing with that band? You would be an awesome jazz singer. Plus, don't you think I think the jazz band would be like a cool group of people. So like just find your people, but I think you need to get yourself into activities. Try out for the school play. You don't have to have any experience. It's just high school. But yeah, try to get yourself into some activities and you'll find your group of people and you'll never look back. And you're probably not going to love high school ever, but you'll have things to look forward to within high school. And if as long as you just have a couple things to look forward to, what is it they say that people need in life? Something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. And I can't remember who said it. I think it was just part of some general, study of human nature, like, what are some essential basic things that you can like kind of check off your list, do I have, so just think about those three things. Those are just basic human needs. Yeah, your phone got taken away. Yeah. Well, you told me some of the stuff that happened, which I can understand why you got in trouble, but Kristen, you guys, I have a new idea for Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R. Kristen, you were in jazz band in 8th grade. You got kicked out. Well, honey, you gotta just behave in the jazz band. Like if you're gonna behave anywhere, get into the high school jazz band. Don't tell them about what happened in 8th grade. They don't need to know. You've turned over a new leaf. You're a new girl, and you can hold it together for something that you really want to do and enjoy. Hold it together for jazz band. Donkey looks so cute, like with all the blue and the plushies. You can do it. Come on, Kristen. We don't have it that hard in America, really. You can do it. Oh, but you guys, I have another idea. You think you should keep the castle the way it is? Yeah, I think I mean, just it's being utilized. And I do feel a little bit bad for Donkey, but he does have kind of like a, like he's the king, and these are like his subjects, you know, like the king's no, the king's court. This is the king's court. They listen to all of his ideas and they tell him, "Oh yes, yeah, it's a wonderful idea." They tell him like every idea is the best idea in the world. They're a bit obsequious to King Donks, but when you're king and you a face flipping wabbit, the subjects have to obey you, and it's just kind of how it is. He's a bit of an oligarch. But look at that snout. Yeah, when you look like this, you pretty much everyone listens to you and gives you the cookies. Right, Donks? You're really listening. Oh my gosh. Donkey, you break my heart. Just too cute. But you guys, I had an idea for Kristen Cheyenne Star, Triple R Ranch Dressing Smoothie K Dog, aka the Mustard Queen. I think okay, I'm not going to give away all the backstory of Kristen's life, but has anyone here ever done or posted or know about firsthand the high school student exchange program with foreign countries? Does that not sound like an awesome opportunity for anyone? And then Kristen is like, I need to change. I'm sick of my life. I don't like my high school and, all this stuff. I want to meet new friends. She keep telling me you need to meet new friends. So I am like, wait a minute. What is something that I have heard people tell me was the most positive, life-changing, amazing thing that they did? Okay, high school student exchange programs. Live with another family in a foreign country, experience the food, the culture, the history, the people, maybe maybe the educational system in another country will click with you and you'll be like, this is the coolest thing ever. I don't know. I think you should talk to your high school counselor. Your high school for sure is networked into the foreign exchange program, just like all the other big high schools. But I don't know. I just thought I was kind of brilliant. I was like, wait a minute, because I never did that, but I probably should have, because I think I would have really enjoyed that. Donkey needs a throne. Oh, that's right. He does. I mean, would that be adorable? Donkey, would you like to have a plushy throne? I remember we talked about getting like a couch for the giant buns for a while, and it was going to be like the interview couch, and like Donkey was going to interview like Dinky, and then Jack was like, "No, I am not bringing my little rabbit over there with these big guys." It was so funny because I was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure we can just have Dinky over, right?" When these guys were like babies and they were just young. Um, who knows? I think Donkey is getting a lot more chill. He seems way less aggressive. I think they're starting to work things out a little bit more. All the social stuff. You have picture day tomorrow in first period. I don't want to do that. Oh gosh, pictures of like first thing in the morning. If they did that to me my senior year, I remember getting a physics class at 7:45. Oh, I know what it was. They made me get to school early before physics started. Or maybe it was like right as physics was starting, but I remember rolling into physics class and I was wearing like a purple sweater, V-neck sweater, and like these suit pants, like these striped suit pants. And my teacher was like, "Oh, here, you look all fancy. What's going on?" And I was like, "School picture." But I had just like woken up. I was just like, I am totally not ready to be seen by anyone, much less get my yearbook picture. I was not happy. I don't even remember what it looks. I have no recollection of how it turned out. I don't think I was real pleased, but you know, that's that's what the nature of large public high schools. They tell you what to do and you do it, and it's like you have no choice. And Donkey has a podcast room. Does he wear little headphones? Big headphones? Triangle shaped headphones? That's Donks. I gotta give you some pets. So yeah, these guys were outside for quite a while today. I think I took them out around 2 o'clock and then took them in at. I didn't get these guys in. I started at like 7:15 at night, 7:20, 7:15. Like that is really late. So that's one of the reasons I didn't even. I was rushing around so much and I was so sweaty. Like my hair was just sopping wet because it was, it was hot. It was kind of a hot day, and I know that most of these guys were in their little dirt ditches that they've carved out in the yard. I think that's part of the reason they're not really putting all the food in. I think they're still just kind of trying to cool down. Hey, hello, hello there. But you guys, I was outside, pretty much almost the whole day. I was inside for church. That was nice. Sitting. That was I needed that rest, actually. I got up at 6:30 and I was up in the middle of the night because I fell asleep on my futon downstairs and I hadn't brushed my teeth. I hadn't put my food away. I hadn't done all my back exercises and yeah, I kind of messed up my whole evening. So anyway, it's all right. It's all right because I have some almond milk ice cream waiting for me downstairs, and I'm gonna put some cocoa powder on it, so it's very exciting. Um, that's my treat. It's gonna be my treat for today. Woody Woodland Loops, you messed up your back in high school because of my backpack, so I welded a metal cart together to. Oh my gosh, did you really? That is so cool. You've been doing like welding and making those cool projects since high school. And I think I don't want to say too much about your life or anything, but I think maybe that was a project that you did with a parent, possibly. Possibly. That's really cool. Captain Morgan, aka Juice Cadleroon, you went to church today? Good for you. I feel like going to church in person, I mean, there was COVID, and that obviously anything in person was on hold for that. But church is something like, with my dancing, I did a zillion classes online and they were cool in their own way. It got old after a while, but do you guys, have you noticed? I don't know how many of you are into church or pay attention, but going to physical church, I feel like it was something that, got bumped online with live feeds from churches, but I feel like churches never recovered the all of the people that they lost during COVID. I feel like it was a little bit harder for churches to regain those people than it was for, dance classes and going to the Y and working out and all that stuff. Um, and then besides COVID, I think there's been a general decline in people going to a physical church. There's not a lot of young people in church, and like little kids and a friend of mine that I grew up with, who is I grew up with her in high school, but also in church. Um, she lives in my little town, and she goes to a church, a big church in town, and it was kind of like the closest thing that she could find, I think, to the church we grew up in. I keep meaning to try that church actually, but she has kids And she's like, my kids are like some of the only kids in the entire big church. She's like, it's all old people. And she didn't say that in a bad way. Like she loves, I mean, like her daughters have like 50 grandparents because they're so loved by the older members of this church. So I mean, in a way, it's just been very magical for them because my friend's parents, she was like the youngest child of a bunch of kids. And so her parents are they're up there. And and with health problems and can't be real involved with the kids anymore. But uh, I feel like churches just need people to show up. It's like on watching online church when there's a blizzard or you're sick or something, or something's going on. It's fine, but there is people meeting up to do. Church is just I don't know. It's kind of a unique thing. Um, So good for you. That's cool. I just cracked. Wait, you cracked a tooth, Kristen? You're old enough that all those teeth are not, those are adult teeth. I'm sorry, Kristen. You gotta take care of yourself. Kristen is always getting bumped and bruised and knocking into stuff. Um, but let's go. Let's go see the boy side gang. She looked very pretty on the pink. She's pretty in pink. She is pretty in pink. You think she's pretty in pink? Ooh, okay, my knees just cracked. Speaking of cracking things, my knees just cracked. Find a place to sit, Dusty. That's okay. There's vegetables. Get these. Move that. Okay. Here we go. Fur ball. Oh, hey. Sluggy pan. Talk about big ears. Look at these. He's got mule ears. This guy Slug's got mule ears, and then this girl here has what I always used to think her ears reminded me of, well, a little bit like a lop ears because they almost flop over, but she has like ears the shape of moth antennae, like the really big moths. You guys know the ones I'm talking about, like Luna moths and stuff, Atlas moths. Oh boy, moths are so cool. They're so beautiful, and there's so much variety in the way moths look, like the sizes, the colors, the shapes of the antennae and the wings, and butterflies too. But I feel like there's almost, at least where I live, there's almost more variety of moths, like a lot more. Um, oh, but yeah, here's this Touche Cavalier, you were asking me about the bunny castle. Look at this, the little like painting that's hung up on the bunny castle. Cool is that? I don't know where Jack got that, something like that. It's like very unique, like a little mini rabbit painting. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love it. The bunnies totally, like I said, they hide in here. They hide in here just and chill in general and take naps. But when I try to take them outside, they hide. They totally run away from me and hide in there. So that's cute for them. Um, No more donkey and the donkey statue patch things up. No more beef. Yeah, he's, you know what? He has not been knocking it down, knocking it over and dragging it around lately. Although Dusty pulled one of the chinchilla Stuffy's ears through the enclosure, and it's now in pieces over here. I was thinking maybe I could sew it back together. Yeah, here's Duster's. Whoops. Hmm. You like you like to eat red crayons, Kristen? Only what? Only red? What are you you know, do you deny the other crayons? You don't like yellow, blue, green, purple? What do red crayons taste like, Kristen? Wait, hold that thought, Kristen. I need to check. I think something fell downstairs. I'm just gonna go real quick, make sure that my house is not falling apart. One, one second. Will be right back. Okay. Oop, that's my finger. That's cute. I'm doing the finger over the camera thing. Wow, I think these guys are really pooped out. Definitely poop. Definitely pooped. Always poop with these guys. That's a given. That is a oh hi. You doing uppy? Well yeah. You are so good at doing uppy. You hanging out with your daddy? Did you just do a yawn? You just do a very cute yawn? I saw that. Yeah. So, guys, I noticed that AJ Punk is not here. Unless, wait, let me look at the chat in case he's just shown up. But I know that he is a fan of our book 1984. And he is an author extraordinaire of novels. He has written his own novels, which I'm very impressed and fascinated by that fact. Um, you know, anyone who's creating things, also mad respect for you because it's a while since I mean, I kind of create things with the giant buns, just content because I stream every night, but uh, look at that. But I would like to create some, I would like to finally write the album that I've been planning. So, yeah. And Kristen Cheyenne Star, you're always creating awesome artwork and music. Um, the red and purple ones, they tasted yummy. Well, you know, have you ever had the beeswax crayons? Have you ever gotten the ones made out of real beeswax? They smell so sweet and nectary. Oh my gosh. I have gotten to work with beeswax crayons before, and I really like, the difference between like the synthetic wax crayons and the beeswax. It's really incredible, like how nice beeswax, something made out of beeswax, smells to me. Are crayons good with mustard? Now that is the real question. So Christian Science Star is mainly surviving at this point on red and purple. Is it purple? Red and purple crayons with mustard. And that's pretty much all three food groups right there, people. The red crayon group, the purple crayon food group, and the mustard food group. So she's got her bases covered. She's doing really well in life. She's gonna go far on that diet. She's gonna go really far, and I don't know. Trips to the bathroom are gonna be quite colorful for you, Kristen. I'm sorry, but I just had to say it. Had to say it. Um, I've had dogs, let's just say this, I've had dogs that have eaten crayons. No, Kristen, I'm not even reading that. No. AJ Punk also has a YouTube videos. I know. I keep forgetting to watch his videos, you guys. Oh my gosh, he's mentioned it like twice in the last week or so. I'm trying to write a comic book issue using superheroes from the public. Oh, Goose Cat Laroon, I know you love some of the same comic book heroes that I do. Oh my gosh, Juice Cadlaroon, you just remind me I never watched the new season of Daredevil, and that kind of breaks my heart because I was a big fan of that show. It's a show I got forced into watching because a friend was into it and wanted me to watch. And I was like, okay, if that's the only thing you want to do when we're together and hang out, I will do it. And then I was like, wait a minute, these actors are awesome. Charlie Cox and who else was on there? Oh, I don't even know if I'm remember names, the other actors, but I mean, it was just awesome show. The writing was like unpredictable, at least for me. I really like the characters. I really, really like that show. But yeah, good on you, Juice. I would love to see the comic book if you write it. I should make a KCS food pyramid. That would be so awesome. Woody Woodland. Oh, I'm a grandma. I have no ears. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yep. Of anyone I know, she needs her own personalized food pyramid. Um, Imagine if Kristen wrote a cooking with Kristen. Oh, guys. Kristen, we've just found your special talent. We're gonna write a cookbook. And there will be a special Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R Ranch dressing smoothie, K Dog, aka the Mustard Queen cookbook. You could call it Cooking with Kristen. You could call it the Mustard Queen, Kristen Cheyenne Star, the Mustard Queen. I mean, like, or you could call it Triple R Ranch dressing smoothie with Kristen Cheyenne Star. Like, the world is your oyster, Kristen. You're young. You have years to make cringy cookbooks. Like, what if you made a cookbook and you weren't okay? You're not trying to make people gross out necessarily, but you're making a cookbook that almost is that. It's almost a gross out cookbook, but it's like I dare you to try this cookbook. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, this is gonna be the most disgusting thing you've ever had, but it's a I dare you to try this kind of a cookbook. Because I feel like if you made that, it would fit a niche. It would create a new niche of of cooking cookbook category, and I think it would like you can imagine like frat guys being like, yeah, let's get that cookbook and let's dare each other to see like who could handle eating, trying that, and I don't know. It could become like a YouTube thing. Like we're gonna try a recipe from the Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R Ranch Dressing Cookbook. You know, I dare you to try this kind of a thing. What do you think, Kristen? The next season comes out early next year. Oh, I better catch up. I really need to catch up, huh? Potato chips and Nutella. Okay, I would eat that. Yum. I would eat potato chips and Nutella. Nutella. Hot sauce and watermelon. No. Kristen, mm-mm. You could have hot sauce on pineapple because think about it. Some people get pineapple on pizza and they get spicy stuff. Plus, I have had stir fries, not a lot of them, but like more of the sweet and soury kind of stuff with pineapple that also had a lot of chili pepper flakes and stuff. Chocolate and cheese. You know what? My dad loves stuff like that, Kristen. My dad would probably eat that. No, the orange cheese and with chocolate. You mean like Velveeta? You mean like Kraft singles? You mean like the plastic stuff? I hope you mean cream cheese, chocolate cheese. Oh, chocolate cheesecake. Oh boy, Cuban Mall, you're onto something. Uh-huh. But okay, we have 6 people. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out if I don't know if I want to read 1984 tonight, guys. I feel like I always wait for AJ Punk to come back, and I'm a little tired and I'm a little hungry, and I don't know. I'm not like last night. Somehow I drank most of a yerba, and then I was like caffeinated, and I went for 2 hours last night. Um, so I don't know. I feel like maybe no, the orange, yeah, the orange cheese. Don't eat the green cheese. Blue cheese. How many colors does cheese come in? Like white, yellow. I don't think the orange color is real natural. Uh, cream color. It does have like a dark blue veins in it. Cheese. And then there's cottage cheese, which is like white. Um, and so are like, well, there's brie. Brie is like white too, isn't it? Or like a cream color. The donkey measuring cup set. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got his measuring cups. He really is only into the measuring cups when there's cookies hidden in between the measuring cups. I get it. That's the only time I ever touch measuring cups too. Although measuring cups also mean making homemade. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Teeny, look at what Teeny's getting, guys. She's turning into a slinky girl, longer slinky girl. Oh, Teeners. Teeny, do you know your name? But you've been, oh, historian, our beloved giant Bunz historian. He's just driven in from La Glorious, riding in DeLorean, well dressed as the Mandalorian. He's listening to Chance Gregorian while playing along with his accordion, which he's only playing with one arm so he won't crash his car. And he'll go home to meet his girlfriend who's Salvadorian. She's gonna make some delicious s'mores. And then later tonight, after he watches some more Charlie Kirk video, he'll fall asleep. And then everyone with him will be a snoring. Did Jack turn you onto the yerba mate? Yeah, he totally did. Yes, he did, Historian. I have him to thank for my yerba addiction. Yep, I blame you, Jack. Are you watching? Are you listening, Jack? I learned it by watching you, Jack Choir. Kristen, down, girl, down. See what you're writing in the chat. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. Colby Jack cheese with mustard. You know, Kristen, I'm sorry, girl, but think about it. Colby Jack cheese, if you slice that and you put it in a sandwich, you could have mustard on that sandwich and you're gonna have it with the cheese. Like, sorry. I need you to do better, Kristen. Sorry. Um, but yeah, Christopher, you've been watching a lot of Charlie Kirk videos. Yeah. I think he's getting a lot of exposure. You know, and people are really thinking about him and trying to process, who he was. And I mean, some people, I think you said you already knew who he was and were maybe a fan. And I'm someone who didn't know who he was, and so I also want to watch videos so I know who he was, and what he stood for, and it's very interesting. Um, did you say fermented mustard? Is there fermented mustard? I mean, because it's like not naturally. I mean, it's mustard. Prepared mustard has vinegar, which is a fermentation product. So I mean, it kind of is, unless you're just using like mustard powder. Prestorian Jack got me to try yerba. Yeah, what did you think, Hewlin Mall? Yerba ain't bad, but nothing wrong with good old-fashioned coffee. Yeah, that's true too. Um, oh no, Colby Jack cheese with mustard. Oh man, but not any sandwich because I don't like. Oh yeah, the bread thing. Whoop. Well, listen, you're different. You're different. But you like bagels, huh? He was just a sharp human being. Yeah, I'll have to look at some more of his videos, Prestorian, for sure. I don't feel like I don't feel like I have much context or information to really, understand uh, completely who he was. You know, um, I don't. Yeah, it's an ugly thing. It's been a week, guys. It's been a week. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Wait, what? Hang on. What? So wait, this old fart finally found out what the 6'7" thing is. Apparently, it's from a rap dude by Skrilla. Oh boy, I am, yeah. Kristen, still have no clue. No clue. Dude to the dude. But yeah, guys, We have 8 people. Did I miss anyone else in the chat? So we didn't get Weesp on enough. Doop dooby doo doo. Doop doop. Um, yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm tired. It's like no laugh. Where's it? Where's it? Oh my gosh, Donkey looks really wide. Oh my goodness. Look like oh, like a whale or something. Just I was calling him a polar bear cub earlier today. But yeah, guys, I want to say goodnight to everyone and wrap it up. I don't think we're gonna have a long stream tonight. You can see every one of his hairs. More Gen Z slang. Don't look up the you little all. Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds like get out of here. Get out of here. Oh man, well, yeah. Yeah. Kristen, I'm not hip. I'm not happy and I'm not hip. Sorry. You're gonna have sorry, you're gonna have to be hip and happen for me, okay? You're gonna be the hip and happen part of the chat. Part of Giant Club. But yeah, good night, Kristen Shine Stuff. Good night. Your head. Kristen, you're not hearing me. Tired too. She does like to flop over. I think normally I see her do that up against the wall, but it looks a little strange. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Um, okay, where was I? Yeah, Historian, much love to you. Hmm, here, Witty Woodland Loops, much love to you, my man, my cookie man. Um, much love to Captain Morgan, aka Juice Cadlaroon, his original name on Giant Buns. That Mr. Bundonkadonk text to speech named him. Uh, much love to Mikey NL. I don't know. I kind of hope that you are able to get some decent sleep tonight. Much love to you. Thank you for being here at a convenient for you. Who else has been hanging out here? I think that was it, guys. Um, I will pop up a song and we'll close out. Thank you all so much for being here, and I love each and every one of you guys. And I'm honored, full, and humbled that you all choose to be here and part of the Giant Funds family. Sleepish. Oh my gosh, you're still there, Mike? Heard that? Oh, that's so sweet. Lillian! Hi, Rita. I'm sorry. I'm kind of ending earlier than normal. I am supposed to end at 9 technically, but rarely do I. Um, Lillian, by the way, I was talking about you to my mom today. Yes, you were spoken about with Captain Kira and her mom. So I we yeah, love to talk to you soon, Lillian. But Lil, that's so cute, Prestonian. Hey Lil, I love the name Lil. Lil. Um and Lillian, but Lil is so cute. Yes, Prestonian says good night, bunny. Well, no, I'm sorry, I was dealing with hoopla this evening. Oh no, hoopla, not hoopla. Oh, okay, I'm honored. Madre. Ah, muchas gracias. Ah, mi amiga, bonita chica. I tell my mom about you too. Oh, that's so great. Yep, this is great. But yeah, I hope to see everyone tomorrow night. I hope, we can all gather tomorrow. Oh, look at these 20s. So cute. But been a wonderful rest of my evening with all of you guys, and wonder if I can get. I'm gonna see if I can get the camera on these two. Wait, maybe I get these butter box. I think I can get these guys. Kind of a long shot, but I feel okay. I'm gonna eat my dress again. All right, get on top up.
Out in the yard when the moon is high. Oh yeah. There's a deer named Funky Bones. Don't be shy. He tiptoes softly, looking for a treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Oh yeah. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble. Don't be afraid. Look at them dance. It's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Ooh, yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. Ooh. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey, Funky Bones, don't you funky party, just you and me.
Under
Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah, Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right with every step. The friendship grows. A funky connection. Everybody knows now every night when the moon is high. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray munching on the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, you don't care why, wings of earth, they live so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon his only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Paws and grind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand